Radiant team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to NIP versus Kingdra. This is game number 2 of your first set of quarterfinals for the European qualifier. The OGA Dota Pit Minor coming up in Split, Croatia. In just a couple of weeks, we're going to be flying over there, doing some coverage, and watching some of these teams participate. Who knows? Maybe one of these two teams right here could make it to the land, Trent. Maybe one of them could.
That? Can you say that?
10 seconds.
Well, some people are going to be there covering it, surely.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
5 seconds
Welcome
remaining.
to Dota 2.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
You know what I love about Europe? Actually, I was just thinking, now that we're casting Europe, is when you're anywhere in Europe and for breakfast they have those little things of like salami. That's just the best. You know what? I love salami. I'll say it. Salami's great. And you can have salami for breakfast. Am I right? Or am I right?
I think so. I mean, their whole breakfast spread is much different than what we have in America. I don't know how much it varies from a traditional Canadian breakfast, but first time I had a European breakfast, I was shocked. There's vegetables and lunch meats, and I mean, we literally call those lunch meats in America.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we're about the same way. Breakfast in Canada is like coffee, and then all the same kind of crap. Everything's just kind of brown, you know. And if you're like at a hotel or something, it's definitely not great. You really look for like the fruit bowl or something, and you're like, all right, there you go. You know, a couple bananas and toast. That's a pretty standard breakfast here, I think. Eggs, lots of eggs.
I like the Swedish breakfast. I think Swedes know what's up with breakfast foods. A good spread, hard-boiled eggs.
That's
pancakes.
Ninjas in Pajamas right there. Isn't that a Swedish org?
It is. Look at that. Tying it all together. And they will open this game with a first pick Enigma. We've seen this a number of times.
Remaining.
And a comfort pick for them, for sure.
Targeting those 3/3 heroes. Getting rid of them. The Doom and the Lone Druid now. But that did give him the Enigma, as he said. So, I mean, I think it's more likely to be him. It can, of course, still be a Soxa Enigma. But I'm kind of feeling a core Enigma making a comeback. But it is also Radiant side, where I think the support Enigma is actually better. So... we will see. But this time, Kingdra not messing around. They're going to take the Darkseer right off the bat. Will they take the Nyx Assassin, already a nice AoE hero in the Enigma, or do they want perhaps the Earth Spirit instead for Bambo? I guess depends on what he's feeling today.
Radiant team pick.
What do we got here with the Darkseer? It's the Earth Spirit. Okie dokie.
I like it. I like the Earth Spirit. I think Earth Spirit has an easier time getting things done before level 6 compared to a Nyx. Especially if the lane for the Darkseer is going well enough already, or maybe you can't pressure under the tower. A Nyx Assassin is just like, well, this kind of blows. Like, now what do I do? But Earth Spirit can kind of always get there under that tower.
10 seconds remaining.
We saw it yesterday or the day before. It's definitely damn good.
5 seconds remaining.
And what's cool about these two heroes is, aside from that synergy, they contribute to some great team fight. A lot of AoE damage. Magnetize and such.
Who is last pick here? Kingdra does. So NIP, at this point in the draft, it's kind of okay to take a mid hero if you really want one. Like, let's say you wanted an OD or something, or like one of these heroes you really don't want banned out. It's kind of all right to go for that. It's also, I think if you wanted the Bounty Hunter, you might have to pick it now, because so many teams have been doing this Enigma Bounty Hunter that it definitely gets banned out a lot. But they're going to grab the Abaddon. So slightly flexible. I think NIP may be a little bit more likely to run it as a core than most teams, but for the most part, this has been a pretty higher position 5 hero, and could be a way to deal with the Iron Shell kind of damage over time.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Aphotic Shield works okay. I'm excited to see some 5 Abaddon. I kind of hope that's the role that they put it in.
5 seconds.
We've seen it a couple times, and it's looked awful. And you've convinced me that it can look good, and I think NIP is a team that could do it. Yeah. I believe.
Radiant team ban.
It indeed can be quite good. And more focus onto some ace heroes.
Yeah, a lot of ones banned out in general, and also your boy Tiny now in that top banning group.
Oh yeah, there you go. Shadow Shaman slipping on through though, so we might not see him this game. Could end up coming back as a position 5 or something like Luft or something. But Left maybe, I'm sure
10
already thinking about the Winter
seconds
Wyvern. Looks like the next pick out of this phase. Just a
5
quality
seconds
hero
remaining.
versus the Enigma because of the BKB. And you want something that can cancel it. Helps with the laning stage for any sort of a carry. And it's actually okay versus the Baden too, because the Baden's looking to like kind of get into the middle of engagements.
NIP really thinking about this 5th ban.
I would... What do they have? 10th pick for the side of Kingdra. It's a little bit hard because you don't necessarily know what these guys are playing a lot of. You could think about banning the Kunkka, but they're probably going to go for something a little bit bigger. Maybe the Razor's already banned. They could ban the OD because the OD does take away a lot of mid matchups, but all right, they go back to the Lifestealer. That is also fair. So that's every position 1 but Ursa of recent fame, pretty much banned out at this point.
Yeah. Like we said before, I hope Kingdra can just keep focusing on drafting solid laners.
You'd like to have a game that lasts longer than 8 minutes? Is that what I'm hearing?
Remaining.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair.
Well, even the lane that they like didn't lose that hard, they still lost pretty hard. Lone Druid versus Kunkka. I think 33 had a pretty free game, all things considered. Really not much slowing him down.
I feel like we're going to get a cancel Queen of Pain this game. I feel like he really wants to move. He wants to just try and take over the map or something.
Mm-hmm.
And 10th pick can tend to be a pretty good way to play a Queen too. Maybe like a TA or something. It's going to be one of those kind of heroes for cancels. Like he wants to abuse the Iron Shell and just take over. The PA is still in, so we could see a Iron Shelled PA or an Iron Shelled Ember is another big one that teams like to use, especially when you have 10th pick, because then you can safe lane it or mid lane it, depending on what's better.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably just ban the bounty. It's shown to be rather obnoxious.
Dire team
Yeah.
pick.
They opt for a
Radiant
Lycan
team
ban
pick.
instead, so afraid of just getting run down and opt
Okay.
for a quick pick on the Vengeful Spirit, who was first banned last game. So
Instead of the Wyvern for canceling the Black Hole, now you have 2 charges of doing it. Also, Venge, I think, is still broken, and Lincoln's doesn't protect against her. So there's been a bug, I think, since they changed the charges of Venge, where if you try and swap,
10 seconds remaining.
like let's say he's black holing with a Lincoln's on him, and you go to
5
swap
seconds
him,
remaining.
it'll pop the Lincoln's, and it won't take one of your swap charges.
really,
Yep.
well, that's a cool mechanic.
Yeah, it's a little broken. As in, it's completely broken. Doesn't make any sense. It still costs a charge.
So yeah, you just double cast it on Enigma, and
Yeah, and then you still got one more. You basically get 3 swap charges, kind of. Now that might have been patched. I don't, as far as I know, it hasn't though. But feel free to correct in Twitch chat. It has been.
Okay.
I won't be reading it, but you know, then you guys will at least know.
Third pick
5 minutes
Spectre now. Ghoulish team for NIP.
It is rather ghoulish, isn't it? Very purple. Everyone's purple, really. I mean, Earth Spirit even looks a little purple with just the light reflecting onto him from all these purple heroes.
True.
Very early Spectre pick, though. So
10
solid for
seconds
Ace.
remaining.
And this definitely puts this position 5 at Baden, I'm pretty sure, because
5 seconds
I think
remaining.
Nature's Prophet
Team pick.
at Baden and
Ember Spirit.
maybe Wyvern are the heroes that can just kind of give a Spectre a super easy lane. And there indeed is the Ember. I think you guys have all seen this a lot. Darkseer, Ember, Earth Spirit is a trio that gets picked a lot right now in pro games, I think. Especially when you have 10th pick. Because again, now they have the option. This can either be a mid Ember or a safe lane Ember.
Yeah. Used to call it the lawnmower, the ion shell on the
10
Ember.
seconds remaining.
So much damage. Similar concept as the Earth Spirit. Crazy
5
good team
seconds
fight.
remaining.
That is a very AoE based lineup right now from Kingdra, though. If you think about like how their damage is balanced based on how their damage is spread from Darkseer, Earth Spirit, and Ember Spirit, they're all balanced around the idea of their pretty much AoE targeted heroes versus a Spectre. And Spectre is someone that flourishes in those situations because you really need that heavy single target focus. And this is one of the problems, though, is that if you... Well, this is, I guess, why you need to be 10th pick when you pick this Ember like that, because the 9th pick team is always going to take that strong mid that doesn't have a lot of bad matchups. So They're going to grab that OD before the final grab, or the final pick here. And now Kingdra likely forced to move this Ember to a side lane and pick a counter to the OD. And NIP will probably ban the... Puck might not be good enough, actually. I don't know if they'd have enough damage if they picked Puck. Could be the DP.
Razor.
Should be
he's already been banned.
Yeah, he's already gone.
Lena, too.
Yeah, Lena's all right. I think the Queen is still fine, too.
Viper, also.
Viper.
Great against Spectre.
That's true. Viper's actually pretty good here. Is it too much of a timer? It puts on a little bit of an awkward timer for me because they don't really have a great way to do Roche.
True. Can somebody just buy a Solar Crest? Get that early medallion again? This time for Kingdra? Like, if Venge gets a medallion, you can take Roche, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even without a medallion, it's definitely doable. I guess just with the Viper, it would be really slow versus an Enigma lineup like that. And, all right, they'll ban out the Medusa.
Here he is again. The Slider.
Slider. So he'll probably do the double stout, and he'll get the rings from the Enigma, much like our Centaur did the other day.
Yeah. I don't think Slider can cut the wave as easily, though, unfortunately.
It's all right. I mean, it's a Baden, right? What's he going to do? Oh, sorry, I'm wrong team. It's a Venge. What's she going to do? There you go. That's always the answer anyway. It doesn't matter what the hero is.
Yeah. He just can't kill the creeps as quickly as Centaur can.
That's true.
What's it going to be for Kingdra? It's not Viper. What else do we like?
Viper, Queen, Puck, Lena. Probably one of those.
How about TA, dude?
I'm not a TA player, but from what I gather, they don't particularly find their hero to be that overwhelming these days. And I think you need one of those like TA favored matchups, not like playable matchups. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think this is one of those.
It would let him take Roche.
Well, yeah, but what? But
true.
Then what? Shadow Fiend.
Hey, the Shadow Friend. How did we forget about
what I expected? That's definitely a better for your game plan kind of hero, right? Like this is a very, he has a plan. He gets some Greaves to push. Maybe a Helm plus Pipe this game for the Darkseer. Although Pipe's a little weak this game. Oh my god, I didn't know there were antlers for a Baden too.
Whoa, he's got a moose.
Now we're talking. I love the Keep It Light one. That is not a moose antler, by the way. That is distinctly not moose antler. Come on, bro.
So
you ever seen moose antlers?
Moose Master. What do we got? An antelope here?
I would say either a caribou or an antelope. With the curve, they are a little more antelopian.
An undead reindeer? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I mean, reindeer and caribou are the same thing, you know.
Are they?
Yeah. There you go. Caribou are on the quarter.
I did not know that.
Yeah. We got lots of animals on our quarters, actually. Except the penny. Well, the penny's gone now. Rest in peace. But it had a maple leaf on it. And the nickel has a beaver. The dime has the blue nose from Nova Scotia, the racing boat. That's our claim to fame. And then the rest is animals. So I don't know why the boat for the dime, but once you get past the dime, then you get into the caribou, you get into the loony, you get into the polar bears on the toonie.
Well, it's because you guys don't have any other cool animals out there in Nova Scotia. It's just all fish.
Could have been a lobster, dude.
A lobster. Wow, that's some cool currency.
That's not. We have snow owls. Snow owls are pretty cool. We have a lot of those.
You got some oysters.
We got some birds. We got cardinals. Every once in a while, cardinals are cool.
They are, yeah.
Prepare for
That's
battle.
true. Well, that's cool. It makes you guys stand out. You're the boat guys.
That's right. Plus, we have a lot of loons and a lot of beavers. So, we kind of got taken up by the other ones.
That's true.
Also, we have moose, but maybe it would have been too confusing. Like, they were worried about tourists coming in and not being able to tell the difference between a moose and a caribou and getting confused with the currency. That's likely what happened there, I'm sure.
We've got moose in America. I saw one.
That's true.
I saw one in Wyoming once.
What's in Wyoming? Anything?
Yellowstone.
Ah.
And
okay.
Jackson Hole.
So lots of parks. They have bears there, right? Yogi
I think
Bear?
so. I think they've got bears. I only saw a bear,
Picnic basket.
a baby bear one time since I've come to Colorado. That's it. One time we drove to Aspen and somebody came into the place we were at and said, "There's a bear outside. If you have food in your car, you're in trouble." And we were like, "Oh God, I don't have food in my car." Apparently, bears will just break into your car.
Yeah, that's like the food in your tent and the bears nearby, and you're like, "Oh my God."
Throw the sandwich at him. All right, bounty runes, 10 seconds. What do we got? Looks like some invasions. I'm looking down bottom as Kezu postures aggressively, and up top, they're doing the same.
3-3 got bullied. 3-3 got bullied off the mid lane as well. He doesn't get to play the lone druid mid. He's on to the slider this game. So we'll see if he can do as well as Fada did. Now, he is on the double stout shield life, but he didn't get the rings. Where are they? Does someone else have them? No, no one has them. He didn't buy the rings. How's this, Soxa? How's this strat? 2 sentries. He knew this Venge was coming to mess with him. And he came prepared. Look at this guy. Already got it. Didn't even waste the spawn.
Wow.
Damn. What a gamer. And now this Venge has another sentry, and Soxa sees him.
This is a pretty epic ward battle here. Bambo drops it. And now
Isn't
Soxa.
this, like, pointless though? Like
he drops it. Now Bambo drops the stun. Bambo, he's in a sticky situation here.
Hey, he forced the Eidolons to block that camp at least though, right?
I mean, yeah. Courier.
Bambo?
He goes back up to the high ground.
They're baiting him with the courier. This is some Bambo Dota right here. Hey, don't worry, guys. I'm totally messing with him.
He's actually going to live. I mean, that's credit to Bambo. Bottom lane, PPD, a little bit of trouble. Does make it back to the tower. Has the miscoil, so of course the denies are possible, and he might try it.
Oh my God, there it is. Wow.
An epic deny for PPD at the bottom lane.
Incredible skill.
Yeah, now that death will not count against him on the scoreboard.
Oh, okay. See how crazy this is, though? Because now, look, he just comes back and he brings a Wraith Band to Ace. That's not supposed to happen.
Okay. The free courier. I like that.
It's actually pretty cool.
Seeing some of the merits here. He passes it over the drive-by. Very nice.
Oh, Soxa got some really big Eidolons up here. They're huge. And they look like Enigma.
Oh my.
It's incredible.
Great rune for him, though.
All right, so can Kezu's hero do it? You know, this is
up top. Bambo almost dies to 33 solo, and 33 decides to back up. The Slardar, dude.
Yeah, his last hit seem all right. He's gonna come and mess with the creep wave. You see the pull length they gave these guys now? It's so much easier to pull that camp.
Yeah. Keeping my eye on this bottom lane.
Oh, mid lane Fada. Ooh, I got a little spooky. There were a couple
back on bottom. Kezu.
Oh no, sorry.
Brent packs. They're gonna get a double. Luke's got nowhere to go. One for PPD, one for Ace. Sharing is caring.
In my defense, Fada was in danger. You know, Cancel just needed a couple raises.
Uh-oh, now up top, 33. Did hit his level 4, so he's got the Guardian Sprint. They won't really be able to chase too easily. Brown boots on Bambo. Might get Slitherine crushed. But no. And PPD somehow does it again.
Wow.
Missed coil in the bottom lane.
Oh, and now they're going to roll onto Ace as well. But the other thing about it is that you don't even have to risk it by going close to them. Like, if you're in a compromised position, you just go and you can deny yourself on a neutral camp. That's what's really stupid, is that you could just miscoil neutrals.
Dude, I'm going to play some position 5 of bad this afternoon. This looks awesome.
See how lame this is, dude? This is what you want to be. This is what you aspire to do. Oh, mid lane. This time the OD. Is he actually in trouble? Oh, he already got triple raised.
Fodder's got a double damage. He might turn it back the other way. Now Cancel's in trouble. He's on the run, but it's not enough damage.
Ah, debated again.
Man, this is brutal. I don't know what to look at.
Yeah, this mid lane is tight. 18 and 8 versus 18 and 7. Back and forth battle. Oh my goodness. No HP. And a 5-minute boundary is about to come up here. So they're looking to scare both down bottom with Kezu and Luft.
Up top, NIP might also be able to get both here. Doxa rotating over. Don't know if they're going to commit for it. And they're going to let that one go.
So Peter grabs one on the opposite side of the river, but Luft just kicks back Ace, so he'll take one. And then, yeah, so 3 for 1. All right, Kingdra hanging in there.
Coolio. Wait, no, it wasn't. PPD got one and Soxa got one. 2 for 2.
Oh, my bad. I saw the bottle from the Ember. Classic.
I hate that, man.
I know. I thought they had already gotten the one on the Radiant side of the river up top. My B.
Lead and spread. But that means NIP hangs on to their...
Oh, they're coming mid. Swing and a miss, though. But the slow on the Fada. The body blocks, where are they? Luft. Tons the fly.
Not going to be enough.
He's not fast enough. He's like Lufthansa. Got delayed.
Those unions.
Cancel's just got a fruit stand going, man. This guy is popping mangoes like crazy.
Cut the wave now, though. This is a level 4 Darkseer.
Radiant structures are
They're actually both so poor from just spamming regen in the mid lane. Like, they're decent on last hits, but 1630 and 1600 in terms of net worth. Oh, he didn't get the haste rune. He left it for his Ember, and they want to kill on Fada. He's dead. He's in trouble, and he's dead. And Ember gets the kill. That's it. Oh, they're going with the hasted Ember Spirit, and he grabs that courier. Wow, what a rotation. It doesn't get much better than that.
Luft and PPD going at it. And I don't know if Luft is going to win this one. Maybe he can get a deny into the neutrals, but no, he's not going to go for it. PPD will have another missed coil in a second. He gets the deny and the kill. Peter, knowing the limits.
Now, here's the thing, though. Yeah, I was going to say, he shouldn't get any experience. Yeah, he doesn't. Because you die while the projectile begins its flight. Ergo, if you're killing someone with the miscoil, you must have died first if you're denying, you know?
Yes.
So, slight downside, but obviously still worth it. Get the gold. And Bambo, while he's still messing with this guy, he's not going to let him have a fun time. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get there, body block that camp.
But sometimes in situations like that, if you have your aphotic shield on and you use the miscoil to break the shield, and the shield kill them before you deny, or do you always die first no matter what?
If you die from the miscoil, you died, right? Because the shield will have a travel time. I see what you're trying to say, but no, it wouldn't work.
The shield's not instant. It actually does have a little projectile. Gotcha. Yeah. Stocks up top.
I mean, even if it was, your death still happens first because your death has to happen to cause the damage that caused the shield to move.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
So, darn. You almost next leveled it.
As if Abaddon needed that little pick-me-up.
Abaddon's got some really cool tricks to the hero, too. Just like the whole, when your ulti's going with Blink Dagger that Alex Mike used to use all the time. That's a pretty cool one. It's like you're not taking any damage. So you can always blink out of your ult.
I think Ags on Abaddon is pretty cool in pubs.
It's just one of those ones that you can't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't really know how good it is. It's hard to tell.
Sometimes you can save teammates with it, though. It's a lot of damage reduction. I think the issue is the radius isn't really that huge.
Well, Charlie up top here going to find a lot of creeps with this helm from the Enigma, some skeletons from the Troll, and an Invis rune.
He does get stunned up, but they're still burning. Most of them are actually going to expire. Misses the Searing Chain, but Sox still in some trouble. It's a level 5 Enigma, no hole.
Save your buddy syndrome.
Down they go. Spectre haunting up top. They go 1 for 1. They actually finish off the Ember Spirit. Now Bambo going to fall. And 33 chasing down Loot. Is going to be your classic turnaround. NIP now with a 3-on-1 against the Earth Spirit. He'll be able to roll behind the tower, but Ace in hot pursuit. Gets the Aphotic Shield, has another dagger, charges forward.
Gotta love corrosive paste. Not going anywhere. Who gets the kill? Ace.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So 3 for 1. Big stuff for NIP, and now Spectre handily #1 on net worth. The TP's back down bottom. Right back to farming we go.
That was a nice choice there to try and go in and maybe help Sox up, but probably knowing that he was going to die. But like the haunt plus the TP from Peter just nicely in sync. Down bottom, they're diving once again here though with the Iron Shell on the Emperor Spirit. This is the combo you look for in your draft.
Feels like Ace is not taking that much damage though. PvP is here to try to heal him up a little bit. They are going to find the kill in the end.
Can Peter deny himself?
No.
Wow, that was a chunk.
Sure was. Level 2 slight. Yep, this is kind of peak for that damage. Level 4 Ion Shell, level 4 Flame Guard. Doesn't get worse than this.
And Luft is invading with some wards here too, so gonna try and keep up that aggression. But look at their wards right now from the Dire. They have a couple expiring on this side, but they got this one nice and deep, and Luft is he's sitting with 2, but there is a Radiant Observer ward scouting him, and it knows that he has 2 wards right now. So Peter's gonna want to try and get on top of him. He's waiting for him to run through here.
Early coming over though. Pretty speedy Ember Spirit. Banish from Fada. Instead, they jump onto PPD. He is now level 6 thanks to the Tome. They're going to go in on to cancel. Nice stun from 33. Sets it up. Has the bash. Follow up from the OD. That's an easy kill as they move on to Loot. They'll make it into the Roche Pit. TP. It's happening.
Oh, 3-3's so smart though. He almost had him actually.
Right idea.
Yeah.
Well, another good little exchange for NIP. Not a big gold game, but slows down that Shadow Fiend's momentum even more.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not going to be those 16-minute Greaves.
Nice bait with the Abba ult. I feel like Bambo's been mid for a while. Every time I look, Bambo's just kind of sitting here, like when the SF's jungling and stuff, and still hurting on the XP.
Yeah, him and Ember or Earth Spirit both rather. Although Luke is very close to that level 6.
Yeah, they're both trying to get 6 and then smoke up. So they need one more wave. But 3-3 and Soxa looking to put some pressure on this tier 2 with Peter lurking in the wings. And roll in mid. We'll get the grab here.
All right. Fada all alone. No TPs to help. They'll let him go, and they're just going to focus up top. Whiff comes out, though. TP rotation from Kezu. Of course, threat of Black Hole.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ember has TP. He doesn't have his drums yet, though, so they might not want to force this fight quite yet. Kezu will just Iron Shell the enemy creep, something you can do to maybe even Iron Shell, one of the Eidolons sometimes too, because they're a little faster than him. Force that micro out. 3 points of dispersion already for Ace. So
Definitely
not the
needs it.
easiest target.
Ball from Bambo, though. They are going to commit on to Ace. Roll forward. A lot of damage. He's still alive, however. Pops the punt. Trying to reality around, but not going to be enough to save himself. The rest of his team can't quite get in there either. Bada still doesn't have an ultimate for 25 seconds, but Black Hole from Stockton does connect on 2. Finally gets interrupted. Now the vacuum back in. NIP, he loses Soxa. Nice stun from the Slardar, and he's now going to try to retreat. Bada gets left behind. It's a 1 for 3.
Dude, they're getting him.
Kingdra find the fight.
That is a 1k gold swing, and a lot of that going onto that Shadow Fiend, who desperately needs it if he wants to get this mech and then Greaves at a good time. And the mech will be done now.
Definitely some big recovery. Look at that net worth chart. Very even. Spectre, this delicate moment. A lot of ways to go until the relic.
Bada not able to find the ulti there. I'm not sure what happened. I saw him astral himself, but I guess he just felt like he didn't have the damage that was going to be required. He's going for the Atos this game. All right, it is tough for Kingdra though, because it kind of feels like you gotta just keep on doing that. You know, you got your phase boots ready on your Ember. He's got his drums. He wants to get a Maelstrom. There are no bots though, so it requires a little bit more coordination than the old Ember.
Yeah, no doubt.
Invis Rune on lift here. They would love another kill on the Fada, and he's in prime territory for it. The body blocks. Oh, doesn't find the angle on the kick though. Now the swap range. It's too far. That one hurts.
Oh. Nice play from Fada to eat through the tree there. Ace will retreat down bottom. And look at this aggression though, not giving this Spectre anywhere to farm. The right call from Kingdra, as you mentioned. They're on this timer and they know it. They're absolutely playing like it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
More great wards placed down too, right? They see these heroes going up top because of the one placed there. They have another one at the top of bounty rune, so they see this Enigma still in their jungle. And that's going to allow them to take this tower with 0 threat.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they are going to glyph the Radiant side.
Is under attack.
The question is, do they want to try and send someone back? This tower looks impossible to defend up in the top lane, so I think you just let that one go. They could potentially try and catch them on the way out since they have the vision, but you often end up all TPing, so.
Top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just gonna try and farm their Greaves as Cancel closes in on the recipe. So halfway there.
Looking for something in the mid, perhaps. PPD, not the target they want.
Bada's up here really deep. Jeez, he just did not care.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I knew that Ember was going back, I guess. Painter now for Charlie.
Pipe almost done for Kezu.
Yeah, the Radiant just owned this territory. They are not giving up that Dire jungle. But likewise, the Dire have been playing on the Radiant half map quite a bit too. I think Ace is suffering a little bit here. I mean, I know he's still top of the chart and everything, but yeah, he's kind of getting bullied out of this side. I feel like I haven't seen him really up in the other area, so the farm speed not accelerating too much, and he's even being surpassed by a Darkseer. And this Tricore of the Dire side, very high in net worth right now. Their support's a little poor, of course, and that's why the gap isn't that large overall. This Enigma from Sox has been spending a lot of time farming. He needs to get something with it, though. He's been stuck on this helm for a while. Now just upgrades to Arcanes, but is that really going to have much of an impact in these team fights? Not so much.
I imagine he's just looking for Guardians.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Timing still not quite here for Kingdra. Of course, 15 at Shadow Fiend. That's the moment when you really want to start looking at high ground, try to push your advantage. So not
They're
there.
attempting the wraparound. They've got the ping on the right camp. They know that Ace is here. Next time,
Bambo starts things off. Follow up roll. Kenzu's here. And they'll have the damage. That's a dead Spectre.
That was nice. Good ward. Helping them out.
And somebody's at Greaves Gold. And that's the Shadow Fiend.
2.5 minutes until next bounty rune. That's when the next collision likely will be. But they are in prime Roche taking territory here soon. They have the medallion now done for Bambo. They should be able to force down this tier 1 up top. In fact, they're kind of baiting Emperor mid here. Oh, too much of a bait.
Bada initiates. Now he gets rolled on, but teammates nearby. Soxa with Black Hole at the ready. Basically has to catch Bambo in there.
NIP, no pressure on this mid tower, by the way. This whole time, they've been getting back so fast.
Swap probably a bit scary.
Yep. And yeah, tier 1 goes down, and they move right into the tier 2. They are out of sentries here, and the Radiants do have the vision on top of them at the moment. In fact, they are smoking in now, going to run into Luft.
The Atos to start it off. 33. Next with the stun. On from Spectre. Good initiation from NIP. Vengeance to the swap. They are going to get able to find that kill. Black Hole connects only on the Dark Seeker. And now on the here as he gets pushed forward. 2 down. All 5 still alive for NIP. But Shadow Fiend does clean up one of the kills. Ember Spirit still in the back line, trying to duke it out with Bada, but he's running out of resources. TP from Shadow Fiend gets canceled, so he's definitely going down. Now they've got the Astral. Looks like this is going to be a full 5-man wipe. Charlie unable to make it out. Last auto attack. They need one more.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's kind of fast. They're actually not going to be able to grab him.
Very nice. That was a close escape. Obviously, still a massive win here for the side of NIP. As you can see, about a 2,500 gold swing, and they're going to push that ring to a tower, so it only gets larger from there. And a lot of that coming down to just outplaying in terms of the vision and everything, having that ward directly underneath them. Not enough gold for the sentries there for the side of Kingdra. And, you know, that could possibly be because you see Peter, right? This guy... 2,100 gold kind of deal. Just he's spamming sentries everywhere. You know, he only has tranquils, whereas Bambo felt the need to get himself in that medallion instead, and so they ran out of detection.
Definitely feels like whoever gets the better initiation is doing a lot better in these fights. You know, if Vengeful Spirit's able to use that first swap aggressively, that time it was defensive, and you know, Bambo. Not a huge factor there, playing the sacrificial lamb.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And in they go. Yeah, I think Luft tried to do the that roll trick that we saw yesterday, where you go through the black hole. Like it works with Chrono, so I assume it works with black hole. But I'm not sure if he just missed the angle on the Enigma or if the black hole was just ending anyway. It looked like
not sure.
He didn't quite get the angle. But yeah, they instantly destroy Rosa. So this is the benefits, of course, of that medallion. Makes it real quick with a Shadow Fiend Aura and Venge Wave of Terror.
They are trying to grab a tier 2 tower in exchange for this. NIP will be able to finish it off. Meanwhile, mid though, Kingdra are grouped up. The Radiant's finally out on Spectre, so a lot more damage from NIP.
Like they're just coming high ground.
Ult up now for the Spectre. Shadow Fiend's still not level 15, so no presence of the Dark Lord on these structures. The siege is way slower than it should be. They'll catch the Darkseer. Kezu in big trouble. He does survive thanks to a swap from Bambo. They have to use the Greaves a little bit early. A good hold from NIP. It doesn't cost them anything.
It is a scary chase, though. They still have everything here on the Dire.
Still have everything on the Radiant as well. Now Luke comes charging back in, but they don't have the Greaves. That's the one thing they're missing. Potential black hole is still on the way, but Kezu as he gets pushed back. Cancel caught inside of the Astral. That's a lot of their damage output. He just can't do it. On the backside, though, Outworld Devourer going down quickly. NIP actually lost 2. On the other side,
this lives again.
He can't get out. It's 3-0.
Wow, the spacing in this team fight there. And again, the swaps from Bambo. Bambo actually playing so well this game. He keeps saving Kezu, making the most out of these charges. And that's going to be a triple kill for Cancel, who still has the Aegis. Greaves back in 30.
Worked out way better than I thought it would. Now the level 15, so they're going to siege pretty hard. Tier 3 down. Lift unavailable. NIP going to have to hang on for 4. There is a buyback available for PPD. 3 already been used. Kezu pushed back. They can't quite finish off the barracks. This could be the Aegis on Cancel, but no, they can't commit for it.
You have the black hole
inside the Astral. Now they're going to come back. NIP might be starting to tip the scales a little bit. It's Kingdra retreat. Ato on to Charlie. There's the stun, and now this Ember Spirit's in big trouble. There's the black hole. Connects on 3. Aegis will get procced. Shadow Fiend coming back. Astral will use it on the other side, and this should be an easy one on to Cancel. No Greaves to keep them alive. Kezu going to be locked in place also, trying to make it away, but just barely. NIP take it again. Costs them a lot of buybacks and a lot of gold, but they hold barracks. And they wipe it up.
Yeah, they need to get a couple objectives out of this, and looks like they will. So that part of the fight ends up being about a 4K swing in the favor of NIP, and the total buybacks coming out there were the Outworld Devourer, the Enigma, and the Slayer, as I said. So 3 buybacks. Pricey, but Kingdra needed to rest on their laurels on that one, I think. They went for the melee racks, but obviously not able to finish it off there, and their only reward will be some lingering vision inside the Radiant base. And potentially an opportunity to move out on the map and get a couple kills, but you know, Fada's going to have his ulti by then, so not the easiest play to make to just get instantly aggressive here once again. But they have to.
Great patience from Saksa there with the black hole. Waiting until that perfect opportune moment to secure the Aegis kill.
Yeah, I like if he just walks in. Like, yep, perfect.
He does have Blink Dagger queued up ahead of the Greaves, actually.
I think one of the problems with Venge is a cancel of the black hole is that, especially with the way Bambo plays it, he's still in the middle of these fights. Like, you think about a Winter Wyvern, you basically can't rely on black hole at all against Winter Wyvern, because she's going to build Aether, and she's going to stand so far back that she's going to catch you every time. And let's say you black hole the Wyvern, you're never going to get an ally with her. I think with a Blink Dagger, Sox is going to be able to find these moments where he can still blink and black hole Bambo +1. And that's going to make it kind of worth.
Yeah, agreed. And of course, you can always go back for the Guardian Greaves right after that. I think NIP feeling pretty good right now. That was, in theory, the scariest push. Now they're going to try again. Bambo gets a swap of a defensive Astral. Haunt from the Spectre to counter-initiate this fight. PPD in the middle of the fray. He's tanking so much with that borrowed time. The Dire starting to run low on HP, but they might actually have the damage. It's the Radiant in trouble. 2 down, and they do not have buybacks. OD and Slardar on the sideline. Another great initiation, and it swings back the other way. This will be the mid lane of barracks at least.
Oh, they were not ready for the cancel BKB, dude. He just went tall there with the big ulti in the middle of it. He got 1 cancel off from the bash from 3-3, but he doesn't have the attack speed to just keep canceling that Requiem of Souls, and they got destroyed.
Topsy-turvy. Tier 3 down. Looks like it will be 2 lanes of barracks. Again, Tier 2 standing in the top lane, so no threat of megas despite having another 30 seconds of 5v3. Range barracks also still standing mid, so they'll probably just settle for that. Seems so. Okay.
Now they just need to get out, spend this Rax gold, build up some defensive items, and they can probably run down this top lane just as fast. Yeah, I want to see this BKB on Charlie. I think that's a great choice. I don't think they're lacking the damage at the current moment because of the economic impact of those buybacks on the side of NIP. They're not scaling right now. However, Zox is making some cheeky plays here with the Satyr Banisher, as you can see. Running through the dire jungle after denying a bounty rune. Ember is on the hunt, though, and he will give Zox the tip.
Well deserved.
Pesky.
All right, NIP, they've survived for now. If this trend keeps up, then it's NIP's turn to win a fight. That gold graph, quite the up and down experience, but you can see a pretty clear trend downward favoring Kingdra.
Trending
BKB now up on the OD. Huge turning point for Fada. Our Spectre got blade mail.
Oh, nice. Okay. My problem is the BKBs are out. That's a major issue. I feel like she's just dying to Requiem, basically.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Smoke now. Kingdra again looking for some initiation.
They've gotten great swaps onto Fada. That's how a lot of these fights have started. Bambo loses his smoke to the Slardar, and the Vision, I believe, caught him too, and they talked this one over here. A little bit of lag going on.
Quick reset from cancel. Pretty close game 2, 17-17. Kingdra in command right now, but NIP with one of those drafts. They've got some big team fight ultimates. Not easy for Kingdra to close this out, and they could just as easily lose this next team fight and have this game leveled out once more. What do we got for Roche? We'll see that timer in 1 minute. So definitely a focal point in the near future. But if NIP managed to win a team fight in the next minute or so around this tier 2 and then grab Roche, I don't know, this game gets even more interesting.
Yeah, that might be enough.
You know, it's like Shadow Fiend and Ember Spirit scale okay, but not as well as Spectre OD. Now the smoke forward from NIP. It does get broken.
Oh, they've got one ward on the bench here. These nighttime fights, quite scary.
Looks like Kingdra might be okay.
Oh, they got debated by the illusion.
Oh no, now that they get back in, Fata pops the BKB. That'll keep him alive. Cancel uses his as well as Ace uses the haunt. A very spread out fight with 33 leading the charge. Black Hole connects on 4. It gets interrupted, but it might just be enough to tip the scales now. Shadow Fiend is in big trouble. Gets swapped back, but he does go down. 5 back from the Vengeful Spirit. This Magnetize starting to add up as Luke connects on a lot of heroes. They're all so low. They lose PPD and Soxa. On the other side, they get Luke, but 33 likely to be in some trouble. Also, this OD with a defensive Astral, but an Ember Spirit waiting outside. It's going to be too much damage. They're going to lose 33. They're going to lose Fada. PPD's already bought back. It's a pretty even fight, actually. A lot of buybacks used. 1 on Radiant, 2 on Dire. So it was a 4-for-3 trade in the fight.
And the real victor honestly gets decided by when this Roche spawns, or I guess, yeah, how fast they can still push these buildings down without the Shadow Fiend being available. And he's got 8 seconds. Does he have any way to get here? He can TP and then just start running, so he might come straight for the Rax. It looks like they want to try it, but the siege is so much slower without him. 4 points in the Vendora, though.
It's under attack.
It's tough.
Oh, they have the Alpha Wolf as well.
They're up in about 10 seconds. Ace is here. See how much time he can buy. This is rough. Ace does not want to die, but he does have buyback. And he's going to be enough. They can't quite get through it with the Aphotic Shield on top.
Well, Cancel's here, but they have a ward too. So they do spot the fact that they're kind of lurking nearby, trying to force a fight. The vision game for NIP still very much in control here. Nice vacuum.
All 5 alive, though. Is the vacuum going to be enough? Now Spectre on the back foot, trying to retreat. Slardar to the front lines, getting low. Could be the first casualty, and he will.
Ace stuck in the middle of it.
That's going to be the end of the Spectre. Remember, it does have buyback, but PPD on the run. Borrowed time's gone. PPD just bought back, but he's trying to pull them away from the base. It's a great play.
Misses the chains, though, from Charlie. But they're back on the high ground, the more important target. All right, Charlie's just chasing Peter. I'm sure this is worth for Peter.
Proving to be a costly but effective hold for NIP. Trying to finish off Kezu here. Guardian Greaves get used. Dagger flies through another great vacuum.
Same wall.
Wall expires though as Keju gets off another surge. Socks up, blinks forward, finds the kill. Bambo also gets picked off. Now Cancel goes one way, Luth the other. Will they be able to get either of them?
Oh, this haunt just for the vision.
Reality onto Cancel, but they need an interrupt. They don't have it. Shadow Fiend will TP out, and Charlie finds his way into an arcane rune, also makes it back.
A soldier's fortune.
Brutal for Ace. A lot of economic damage, but those recovery kills, it's still only a 4K lead. Still within grasp for NIP, somehow.
They didn't make their way to the Roach Pit, though.
That is one thing. That could have been a bit very dangerous for Kingdra if that was forced out. Because they probably... I don't think they could have fought the hit. Maybe that Arcane Rune I was thinking might be a way for Charlie to do it. Because he just would have been so ridiculously obnoxious. But it would have been some serious risky business.
Mm-hmm. I think over time, this should get easier for NIP in theory as these BKBs get lower durations. 7 seconds on Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, for sure.
Down to 8 seconds on Ember Spirit. So still a few fights to go, but...
Yo, can we talk about how sick that illusion was, though, where they were all hiding behind the trees and they had the illusion out front, up top there during that smoke?
Atos?
Yeah, and then they Atos it and then crushed the illusion. That was pretty hype.
Yep. You can see that Shadow Fiend was just ready and waiting. As soon as he saw that Atos fly, he was like, oh, boys, we're going. We got him.
We got him.
No, that's a great feeling. Like, you ever have a game where you get a Manta and then, like, get a Void?
Oh, yeah, the Manta reveal, dude.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That kind of stuff is so...
That dude palms it right onto your Manta, and you're just like, I'm the greatest. That's when you feel like a complete other Dota god. All right, scan in the pit. They know they're there, but we saw that haunt come out to scout the Embers and the Shadow Fiend, so they're well aware that it's not quite back up yet. A dozen more seconds to go.
Yeah, it was a close call. Rough for NIP. Aegis in the hands of the Shadow Fiend. She's on the Ember Spirit. Clearing out a couple of wards. Vision game now limited. NIP, what's the buyback status here? We've got one on the OD, one on the Enigma, and one on the Slardar. PPD and Ace currently without buyback.
All right, can Bambo do it again? The range on the swap is still pretty mediocre, just level 14, no 8 launches or anything.
Oh, Cancel kind of walks up to the high ground. They have to use a defensive swap, and now Bambo's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down as quick for another great wall back combo. Cancel, BKB on, does get bashed up, unable to channel directly down. Ace backs up, mitigates some of the damage. Kingdra do not get the initiation they wanted. It'll be a great hold. Tower stays standing. And a quick pick for NIP. Maybe more now as they move out of the base. Charlie on the high ground. Kingdra on the retreat, but no BKB or Grease for the Shadow Fiend. Feels a little scary.
Oh, now Charlie
jumps in. BKB. Is this Ember Spirit just done here?
He's doing the dance, but they have the vision.
He eats the cheese. Down he goes.
That was so costly. They thought they could win that fight by using the BKB before the Aegis. Cancel thought they saw a moment. But then once that happens and you have Aegis, but you have no BKB, the item, it just feels kind of worthless. And so they're forced to retreat, and now they will have another go at it. They still have 3 minutes left and only a minute before the Ember respawns. So they should have enough time if they manage the waves correctly to get high ground once more with Aegis and BKBs.
Still, though, I think starting to show how well the NIP draft scales, especially the Slardar, that those bashes are throwing a wrench into the mix through the BKB that they don't have an answer for. He's going to have a BKB himself before too long. Also the Enigma, BKB not far away.
Yeah, that's gonna be really scary. He's already been getting some great black holes, and that one that he hit up top on like 4 heroes, it got canceled by Slight, I believe. Slight Bolas from the Ember Spirit. So
well, at least for NIP, they did burn the cheese in that last defense. One of the Roche spoils gone. The Lotus Orb on Kesdu.
Yeah, he's looking for the plays here with the Centaur, but it's the Centaur that gets stomped instead.
Buyback's cooling down pretty soon. Only a minute left on PPD and about 3 minutes on the Spectre. Heart on the way for Ace. 2,300 gold.
All right. So this is it, right? I mean, everything's up. I feel if they miss this one, guys, I don't know. This game might be going the distance. It's already 35 minutes, but it feels like if this push fails, we're going to be here a while.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. So here we go.
Send behind them. They see everything. All of this posturing known to NIP, but they don't really have to go for the jump.
Oh, no. With the vision, they see Cancel trying to walk up. They use the glyph right away. Make sure that tower stays standing. And Ace is pushing bottom, meanwhile. They finally get the tower thanks to the siege. Now the offensive glyph. Luft runs in.
Again.
This is the initiation. Huge back wall on the entire squad of NIP. Secures the kill on 33, but he'll buy back right away. Spectre joining the fight, doing a huge amount of damage as the ultimate comes down from Fada. Cancel now in trouble. There's the Aegis as he gets brought down. Very little damage coming onto these structures right now. And Shadow Fiend, without his BKB, hard pressed to make it out, but he actually makes it to the low ground. Still a 4v5 here with the buyback. Charlie caught by the Atos. Nice swap from Bambo. Keeps him alive.
They got to focus down 3-3 though.
Soxa blinks out, saves it, and grabs a black hole on 2. A great astral down to the south as 33 connects to the stun. They find that kill on Cancel. Another vacuum, but there's no wall this time. Remnants forward. The Remnants Ace get obliterated. No buyback on Ace right now, but PPD still alive, trying to chop down Charlie.
They have no right winning this fight. How?
Buybacks now from NIP. They're gonna somehow hold on to bash onto Kezu as he tries to surge away. The Malefice will set it up and they'll finally bring him down. Another costly hold for NIP, but a hold it is, with both their barracks still intact near full HP.
I have no idea how they just turned that from like a 3v5. Kezu lived that entire fight. He was just up on the high ground, just like standing next to people, giving them ion shells, just being a complete utter nuisance, chucking out Lotus Orbs. And then he hits, I think, three or 4-man vacuums. That's how long that engagement went. I actually have no idea. And then that last vacuum into like a 4-man triple remnant there from Charlie.
that was 5-on-3. Everyone had been back up from NIP with those buybacks, and somehow they kill Ace. Unbelievable. I thought that was it. I thought NIP had just honestly won this game with enough of a defense that it wasn't going to cost them too many buybacks, but
I mean,
Kingdra just keep pulling it out.
I think part of the problem are all these saves. Now this Venge swap has become a big-time problem. Like you said, the Surges, the Lotus Orbs, the Pipe. A number of heroes get down to like, 10% HP, and then they have this chain to keep them alive, and NIP don't really have great reach after the fight starts. Once Spectre and OD are committed, same with the Slardar, they have no way to follow up after the defensive swap.
Man, Fada did actually so much. Like, he uses BKB so early in that fight, and then he still manages to pull out the giant ulti. He did like 9k. He did way more than anyone else in that engagement. And then he gets an Astral off as well near the end, where what happened was 3-3 was standing there next to the Astral, but I think he thought he didn't need to use the crush, and so Kezu comes out of the Astral and just runs away. I think he thought maybe like he was trying to save it for a more important hero. But that Darkseer is the one who ends up getting that big 3-man vacuum into all those remnants too. So just decision making.
Okay, here we go.
Falling apart here.
Smoke used by NIP to try to scout this out. But they don't have Black Hole for 30. They will have a Haunt. PPD uses the borrowed time to start off this fight. No Glyph either. Guardian Greaves already used by Cancel as the Spectre sits in the front lines. Back wall on 2. Could be the end of PPD. Ace needs to be careful here. They do hold the barracks. Kingdra still struggling to siege. They get some sure damage on the range. Still BKB available on the Shadow Fiend, as well as the Ember Spirit. Black Hole now available. And NIP ready to take this fight if they can find the opening. Borrowed time back up for PPD. Cancel perhaps thinking for a moment there he might have him. Peter back at full HP. Guardian Greaves used again by the Shadow Fiend. Both
Sox
sides
is still just waiting here. Lurking.
So patient. Cancel.
Look how clumped they are.
Pops the Manta now. Slowly forcing out these cooldowns. PPT absorbing so much damage.
They have the vision on Soxa though. This ward is spotting it. That's why it's having such a hard time getting in there.
BKB used by 33. That's his 10-second charge, so we'll be on cooldown for 70. A lot of damage on these barracks now. NIP are going to have to take this fight. Fada now pops the BKB. Cancel on the high ground. Gets bashed before the Requiem can come out. He's not going to get a channel, but it's just the Death Requiem. He's dead. They hold the barracks, and now the rest of his team is trying to get the hell out of here. Stock's in hot pursuit, looking for a hole or a Malefice, but not going to find it.
Swap there. Bambo trying to create some space. So, he's doing the jukes and the jives here, but the Corrosive Haze makes escape impossible. But he did create enough for his allies to get it, I believe, here.
Still 2 dead, and this time it does not cost them much. They use the Haunt, sure, but still Black Hole, still Sanity's Eclipse, 2 kills, and they hold on to the barracks. Just barely. But at least buys them time for this Glyph to be reset for the next siege.
Man, Soxa, I can't believe he keeps holding that black hole too, right? Because cancel the BKB going for the ulti like that. He was so sure that 3P was going to get those bashes. Very impressed. I love that he uses the Agi treads, by the way, on the Slardar. A lot of people get, you see them just playing with the strength treads or something like that. But obviously, you're playing Slardar, so kind of attack speed sort of matters. Pretty good.
That is true. Well, this is a big moment. NIP move into the Roche pit. Heroes is coming up very soon. Shadow Fiend's here, going to TP into the shrine. NIP might not be able to do this. Walls down, vacuum to boot. This is Roche 3, but BKB used by Charlie. It's about to expire. A very spread fight, but could still be okay for NIP. Spectre in the front line, still very healthy. Does not have the haunt.
Spectre illusion from the wall. It's canceling the blink. Soxa can't get in.
Look there.
So annoying to play against.
Kingdra have stalled out the Roche. Butterfly also up on Shadow Fiend. That Ember Spirit BKB is pretty scary. All
they're going to smoke past the illusions. This is their big plan, the Radiant scan. They know Bambo's going one way. They want a bigger target though, and they've now spotted the slider in the pit.
Spectre is the perfect hero to have in this scenario. It can defend and push out the other lanes and join the fight instantly. No other carry could do it as easily as Spectre could right now. They're going to find cancel. There's his BKB. Soxa uses the black hole. It's just the BKB though. BKB on, and now Shadow Fiend does channel directly on defensive swap from the Vengeful Spirit. Keeps him alive. All the BKBs to use now. Everything getting spread out. Neither side taking a lot of damage. Bata still hanging on to his ultimate, trying to get off a few more auto attacks. Has to use another defensive Astral. They've lost the Enigma now, but Shadow Fiend maybe in trouble. Fana with a big ultimate. Everybody low, but can they clean up these kills? Kingdra pick up 2, but they've lost their Shadow Fiend, and they've got very little left. Bambo on the run, up against the ropes. Drops a stun onto Slardar, but he is destined to fall. Luke tries to come back in.
Charlie too low on mana.
5 back from Venge. NIP maybe overextended here. They're starting to run out of themselves. They lose 33. Now Ace on the run. Luke needs to be a little bit careful, but does roll forward. PPD comes back with more sustain on Ace. He wants this Earth Spirit, but the defensive roll, he'll live. PPD doing so much work right now in the back line.
Here we surge on the hunt here. And he guesses this wrong. 50-50 chance.
Get out. The throne is exposed.
Yeah. Let's say Peter
will not live.
Actually, I think they're out of stuns. Oh no, they have bullets. We're good. Oh, he needs no TP anyway. Okay, fair enough. Space though.
Gonna drop the gem, unfortunately, but does have a buyback. What a ridiculous string of events. OD does have his buyback cooling down in about 10 seconds also. So only Venge used hers from Kingdra.
So much damage. 13k from Ace and another 6k from Fada. But no damage from anyone else really. The Slardar or the Enigma. That black hole without the BKB, he might have just not known where the Venge was, so he might have deemed that the black hole wasn't worth it. But that got canceled so fast by the vacuum that they did not have any time to try and focus down Canceller. That could have been a good fight for NIP.
They're in the Roche pit now. No way to contest. This is going to make it pretty darn difficult. Aegis Cheese Refresher.
Thanks.
Whew. What a game.
Even the fights themselves have just been so chaotic and spread out. It feels like all these little 1v1s and 2v2s instead of a real 5v5, you know?
Yeah, that fight got everywhere. That covered the entire plateau in the Dire Jungle. All right, here we go again. I don't know if you guys have seen this one before, but we're going top lane. We have the Shadow Fiend in front. The Venge backing him up. And Charlie back from the poke and prod. Always got Arcane Rune on the Ember. This is actually so fightable.
PPD actually closing in on level 25. Any other 25 talents we should talk about here that are close? Bada. Not too far away either. They do have the refresher shard on the Dark Seer. So double wall, double pipe, double Shiva.
All right, what does NIP need to do? That's the real thing here. Because they're the ones who... It feels like they should be winning a lot of these fights. They kind of keep on crumbling. Like, all right, this Spectre's got 4,300 HP. They don't have that much damage. I feel like they should be winning.
Well, again, now a double damage on cancel.
Oh,
that's going to make this a lot more difficult.
With the Arcane on Ember.
The Slardar almost gets popped. But the Arcane has been popped, so just melee barracks now. They've got 2 runes, 3 spoils from Roche. I mean, this is as good as it gets, man.
Cancel's just all in there. He's losing HP pretty fast, though.
Another great back wall from Kezu. NIP popped the BKBs, starts to spread out. Charlie goes in pretty deep, remnant back. Ace kind of doing the same thing, repelling the back line of Kingdra.
Do they actually have no sustain? They're out of urn charges. They have no way to buff cancel back up. They have to give him the cheese. This is not ideal. And he's gonna pop it too.
NIP still have the glyph. They did not use it in that last exchange. So cancel goes all in here. It might not be worth it. Glyph now used. Ace trying to do as much damage as he can, but cancel is just focused on structures. Kezu pops the shard. It's the double wall. A lot of illusions here, and they do get the megas. Now cancel on the run gets surge, and I think he's going to make it out.
That's great recognition. They know they actually should not be able to kill the Spectre. That's why they're just going for the buildings.
All 5 alive. Cancel goes back in, finishes off 33. Now his BKB gets used as the borrowed time comes from PPD. Luke goes rolling on in, and, well, I think he's going to get punished for that one.
Yeah, he's just going to... The way that Charlie played that fight, I think, was perfect. He just dove in near the Ancient, because they should not be able to kill Ace. I repeat, there's like no way. I simply don't believe they have the damage at this point. Without it being like a true 5v1 sort of situation. It is really hard with their heroes at the moment. Like, they're going to start getting there with these ACs and stuff, but like, you have 2 heroes that went all in on Shivas, for example. You know, that's not an item that's going to help you kill a Spectre. You basically, Ember and Darkseer have the same sort of like massive AoE style damage that just isn't there for Ace in order to bring down his HP. So the way that Charlie just goes in there and starts stunning people up while Cancel focuses down the structures was really the only chance they had there. But because if you can never kill the Spectre, you still can't win. So it's not over. Obviously, it's overwhelmingly in favor of Kingdra at the moment. But considering there's Megas and Radiant still have a 13% chance according to Dota Plus, I would say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that feels about right. Spectre is going to be close to a butterfly, and as you were saying, they've itemized kind of defensively around AoE. Shadow Fiend has a butterfly, but no MKB in sight. So Ace is going to go from unkillable to more unkillable. And 50 minutes. I mean, Megas are annoying, and it's economic damage, and they will end the game if you're not careful. But I mean, they can clear it. It's not a big deal.
It still takes a long time to win though, because in order to beat Mega Creeps, you have to push the waves to the river and then have your like YOLO push. Like, it takes a pretty big mistake from Kingdra in order for NIP to win this game. They can't do it off their own merit at this point, I don't think.
Agreed. But based on how these high ground pushes have gone, I'm not ready to count out NIP quite yet.
sounds like a fair point. All right, can we all agree that there's no way Kezu should be playing Darkseer next game, by the way? As in, they should be banning it from the side of NIP? Because I don't know if you guys noticed, this guy does not have a Blink Dagger. That blows my mind. How does this guy not have a Blink Dagger? Have you seen these vacuum walls? They're insane.
Yeah. That's pretty nuts. Speaks to his positioning.
Now we kill.
All right, another defensive smoke here.
All right, double damage in the bottle for cancel. They need to be a little bit careful. Ace charging in very aggressively. Black hole connects on 2. They'll just bring down cancel with Sanity's Eclipse. They also grab Kezu. Now the Vengeful Spirit. That's 3 dead. 2 of them don't have buyback. Creeps hitting the throne, but Ace will go back to save it. And Luke is also going to get left behind. So it's going to be a 4-0, it looks like. Buyback from Kezu, but it's not going to make a lick of difference.
Uh-oh. Oh, geez, guys.
What did I say, bud?
Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, they still haven't itemized to kill Ace. Bit of an issue. Silver Edge. Good item. Even a Spirit Vessel. Pretty good item.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things that can do stuff.
I think Silver Edge is underrated. Like, a lot of people don't think of it. Are they going to catch cancel?
No. Okay. What? I was just cancel's dead, so probably not.
I meant to say Charlie. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I meant to say Charlie.
They got that guy.
Wrong C name. But yeah, he had a remnant down, of course, so no big deal. CPD got his gem back.
Oh, nice. Reclaimed. Ah, well. So how are you guys doing today out there in Dota world? You guys busy for the next couple of minutes here while we await the respawns?
You're probably doing better than either of these teams right now, because matches like this tend to feel pretty miserable no matter which side of the coin you're on.
Yeah, you're very right. I'm just going to go ahead and lean back a chair now.
You know, NIP feeling like, oh, God, we're winning the fights, but Megas, this sucks. We can't push. It's like, we can't even kill this tier 2. They've got an Emerald Spirit cutting our waves.
It's like we should have won. Like, if you're at this point, then it's like, okay, well, we should have won at this point. You know what I mean?
And with the Scythe of Vice, you're starting to believe. You know, Spectre's got his upgraded booties now. He's got the Abyssal in sight. And of course, if you're Kingdra, you're like, guys, we've got Megas. Come on, we've already won. Well, then how come we haven't won yet? Well,
ooh, I like this comment. They should have GG'd out earlier. Drawing this out is real bad for morale. All right. Ooh, I like that one, Twitch chat. Not a believer in NIP. Ironic. You now fan.
Now the parallel wall, Trent.
Oh, we're finally getting there.
Now, this is a rare treat.
I'm not even sure what's better.
Dire's middle tower.
I feel like his walls have been so good, maybe he doesn't need parallel ones. And Double Illusion's pretty hyped, though.
Very delicate positioning right now. NIP grouped up in enemy territory. Everyone but their Spectre. Sweet, sweet Spectre.
Everyone thinks that Charlie in chat is Charlie Dota, but it's just Charles. Hi, Charlie. How's the auto chest going?
There's more than one person in North America named Charlie.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Well, this one's European, so there you go.
Oh, yeah, even better. All right, in the world.
He's an ability draft gamer now. I keep seeing him playing. He's off the auto chest life once he got queen or something, I'm sure. Actually, I don't know if he got queen. Hobbit got queen. Shout out to Hobbit.
A shitload of grinding.
All right, we got 10 heroes back, guys. Are we good?
Everything up. Roshan will respawn in 60 seconds. The question is, can NIP do anything once Roche comes up? Because Dire are waiting for that almost 100% now. They've got Troll in the pit. That little hill troll priest, he's waiting.
Just hanging out. His one job. He's got that heal. He's got that mana aura.
A pretty tight mana aura.
Yeah, 2. That's not bad.
2.5, dude.
Oh, it only says 2 on CM. Or on the Venge when you stand next to it, though. So riddle me that.
Well, something doesn't add up here.
Are you suggesting a tooltip's incorrect?
Apparently so. NIP, pretty good lane control. Top is starting to push in a little bit. Kingdra in a position to maybe get a jump. But Radiant have a ward right there. Not countered yet, so they know what's going on.
Oh, so Soxa went for the Lincolns. Maybe this was patched. I'm going to ask chat.
There is Lincoln's on Enigma, yeah. Who also has a refresher.
All right, chat's saying used? No, it was not patched.
Smoke forward. They catch the Earth Spirit. Showing off that Hex from Fada, but they can't quite get him. He's got the Ghost Scepter. They'll finally finish him off. But H does get picked up by Cancel. Nice black hole. Interrupted. Back in the other way. Requiem goes off. Another back. This looks bad for NIP. We're losing frames. They've lost their Slardar. Buybacks if they've got him. Now Fada getting low, trying to stand his ground, but he'll get brought down also. Ace left behind. It's not going to be NIP that win this one. Well, Ace definitely going down. PPD on the run. Will lose his gem again. Does get the deny. And they used all their buybacks. The only one without it is the Enigma.
Hey, they killed Ace.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
They did kill Ace, but that was sort of a 5v1 at that point. 4v1.
Sure. But hey,
they killed him.
Kingdra, is this it? Have they done it? Into the base. Sox is dead.
Still have Aegis on cancel. Ace cannot go down here, but he's actually surviving. They used 2 buybacks on the side there, but another bad combo from Kezu. This guy's out of control. They're trying to finish off Ace, but he is going to run back to the well. 2 dead without buyback and make it 3. I think this might actually be the end for NIP. They lose PPD, and unless Ace can make a miracle happen, this one will end, and we're going to a game 3.
They actually just don't even kill him. They're like, you know what? This guy is not worth it. Wow. Kingdra Dota, ladies and gentlemen. Very impressive to take this victory here over NIP. I mean, they held on for a long time, but they hit their stride with the Grease draft. Sure, it took a little bit of time to finish it out there, but nonetheless, very much an impressive feat. And well, Peter, very happy he pushed for that lower bracket right about now because they're 1 game away from it.